Hey, what's up guys? It's your boy Brandon here.
Hi, it's Alyssa.
Was cranberry like dipped in chocolate and then nature.
Oh, Nature Valley. The best set crafties, am I right?
Yeah.
I know, dude. We'd always eat this at Hill Major things.
We're also gonna be getting Pop-Tarts.
We can get down on these things. Cherry Pop-Tarts, best thing.
Oh my gosh.
For the camera.
Going ham.
Oh man, we got Haribo gummy bears? Sour? What do you got over there?
I have sweet and salty pretzels. Caramel pretzel.
Yeehaw.
So,
Bring it on, Alyssa.
Pressure.
Pressure's on.
You guys ready?
Yeah, I was born for this.
We'll start now.
Alright, let's do this. Cool. I'll go for the cherry. So this can really be like a sandwich, I'm feeling.
Oh, you're feeling a sandwich. You know how you make any kind of sandwich fancier?
How?
Triangles.
Triangles. Okay.
Triangles.
You gotta correct it. What do you guys do? You guys have jobs? Like, what do you
I freelance as an assistant director most of the time. I also direct, which is another thing that I do. Not to be bragging or anything.
I'm one of the team leads at 22S Video. So basically, I'm in charge of coordinating and foreseeing like all the content that we make. So that's like working with our producers, editors, and interns and volunteers. It's really fun because we get to work a lot with other team leads for magazine and radio. We work a lot with students and we make super cool content. And we like teaching people how to make cool stuff.
That was good.
I'll be here all day. Probably like every day.
Probably do every day.
It
'Cause
basically
he's always
means I
here.
live
That's
at-
his job. Like,
Basically, I just live in this office. I think I'm getting somewhere, you know? It's starting to look like a real nutritious meal.
So I'm going for the whole dessert bites vibe. It's like one bite of everything kind of deal.
I like it all in one, you know? Am I allowed to like, eat one like right now?
Yeah.
I haven't tried chocolate covered cranberries before.
They're blueberries.
Blueberries,
Oh,
blueberries. I've been saying
I
cranberries.
think they also have like acai on them.
Acai.
Acai flavoring.
That's like bougie stuff right there. These are actually pretty good.
Those are one of my favorites. I like smash a whole like bag of them. And never my mom brings them home from Costco.
Oh yeah, that sounds good.
So, oh, she's crushing up the granola.
You gotta get some sprinkles.
Now you're making me self-conscious about
What do
my
you
granola
mean?
game.
No, do you?
Okay. Oh my god, you got some granulation in there? Oh man.
It's all about the textures.
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 I'm a fan of like little tiny chunky pieces. Like not too fine, but just a little bit for a crunch, you know?
Yeah. I just realized that this is like the worst stuff for my braces. Like, but I'm not gonna care.
Oh yeah. I remember like when I first got braces, it was like during high school, but like they told me like, oh, here are all these things you can't eat, and I kind of listened to it for like the first week. Then after I was just like, dude, I'm gonna freaking eat everything.
So, I got 10, 9, 8,
This truck is too big.
7,
Come on,
6,
Joe.
5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hands up. Alright. Okay.
Right now, I got this thing called the Pop-Tart Sandwich Extraordinaire the Fourth.
The fourth.
It's kind of like a. Let me pick this baby up. No. As it falls apart. So this is my little sandwich that contains lots of components, lots of diversity in ingredients as it's falling apart. It's all sandwiched in one neat package.
I'm calling this the dessert islands. I triangulated my Pop-Tarts. It's not the word. And then I put some salted caramel pretzels on there. You know, balance out the salty and sweet. And then to add more fruit and more jelliness, you know, you need the gummy bears. So I was very selective with my gummy bears, not to be, I don't know, gummiest. Oh, and then I sprinkled it with granola. Gotta have the little. What's that mean?
The Salt Bay.
Salt Bay.
Granola Bay, right?
Granola Bay.
Granola Bay.
Yeah.
Well, did you Good job, Alyssa.
Thank
That's
you.
some good stuff.
Alright,
Good job.
and cut.